MD Prepper here, another knife review. This time on a Schrade F10 Extreme Survival fixed blade. Haven't bought a Schrade knife in years, couldn't tell you the last time. Saw this on Knife Center as a new offer about 2 months ago for about $40 and had to pick it up. Haven't done a review on it because I really haven't taken it out and used it a whole lot yet, but I want to give some initial impressions of this thing. Looks like a great blade for the money. Good heavy-duty, heavy-use survival, wilderness-type blade for a very reasonable price of $39 to $40. This is similar to size and dimensions of a Becker BK2. Not exactly the same. I'll do a comparison vid in the future, but a lot cheaper overall. That's the reason I decided to pick it up and see how it did. Plus, I like the look of the grips on this thing, the handle. Anyway, this is the Schrade F10 Extreme Survival. The blade itself is 5.3 inches overall. It's got full tang on it here, if you can see that, obviously. You got some jimping on it, which again, I'm not a huge fan of jimping, but you got some decent jimping up here on the top. You've got some back here on the grips to improve your grip, and again down here on the bottom as well. You got your choil there, nice little guard there so your hands aren't going to slip up. You can see the blade profile is obviously very different than the Becker BK2, but I think overall for general use this is going to be a little more practical overall for general use. Slashing and get a better point on this thing, etc. But you're still probably going to be able to baton quite easily with this thing. This thing is quite thick in its widest part here. Don't have the exact measurements on that at the moment. Micarta scales, love canvas micarta scales. These things have a great texturing on them. Absolutely gorgeous. If you can see that right there, I doubt you can see the texturing. All those lines you see, that's texture. Those little white versus dark areas is shifting of the texturing as well. So see that there. Hopefully got your Allen wrench screw attachments there. You want to take these off, change them out. Lanyard hole at the back end. I don't know if I'll necessarily attach a lanyard to this at all for a blade this size. I may, who knows. Reasonably heavy blade, comes in at 14.6 ounces overall. Not overly heavy for a blade this size and heft. It's not too bad at all really compared to other size blades, Becker BK2, etc. 5.3 inches on the blade, 10.6 inches overall. So this is pretty hefty. This is going to fill your hand real well. And one thing I can say, I love the angle on these grips and the texture on these grips as well. Much superior to the standard Becker BK2. I just like the angle on them. They're not as straight. Just fill the hand a lot better overall. They look a lot better. And that grippiness is something else. I like that. That's going to handle real well if I've got wet hands, something like that. Now, like I said, I've not used this much yet, but I'm going to give it some trials here when I get the chance. One thing I don't particularly care for is the sheath. Basic ballistic nylon, nothing special at all. It's a kick above your standard cold steel sheath, but not by a lot. Just a standard belt loop here, nothing special. Velcro top to secure, just slides in. Now, the website, Knife Center, says this is Kydex lined. Mine is not. Mine is just ballistic nylon. There's no Kydex rigidity in there. I don't know if they forgot to put it in there or if they've changed the model since I bought this thing. I don't know. But just a basic ballistic nylon sheath. I'd like to see Kydex. A little small pocket for a lighter or fire starter or something minor right there, some matches. Nothing real special. Can't really attach a leg loop or anything to secure it down here at the bottom. Just a very basic sheath. Now I know I only paid $40 for this knife, so I'm complaining over nothing. But I would like to see a nicer, preferably Kydex sheath available for this. Sure, I can probably have one made, but for a $40 knife, I probably won't. But for $40, I had to pick this up. Just too pretty nice of a blade, frankly, not to pick up. Anyway, guys, I'll give you reviews in the future. Just thought I'd share it. MD Prepper out.